What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality, high quality and immersive sound, a sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro Series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro Series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.
There's an efficient way to get caught up on a lot of news. It's called The 7 from The Washington Post. It's a newsletter and podcast. Whether you're reading or hit play, you get 7 stories you need to know, and you can consume it all in just a few minutes. The 7 is out every weekday morning by 7 a.m. Eastern. I'm Hannah Jewell. I'm one of the writers, and I host the show. Find The 7 podcast wherever you're listening. The newsletter link is waiting for you in the show notes.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include a lot more people than ourselves. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, we help plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because even though our business is helping guide your finances, our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at thrivent.com.
Kyle, what are 3 things we need to know?
It's Black History Month. President Trump announced the National Garden of Heroes to pay tribute to the generations of Black legends, champions, warriors, and patriots who helped drive our country forward to greatness. The National Garden of American Heroes will include statues of Kobe Bryant, Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks, Aretha Franklin, Frederick Douglass, Jackie Robinson, Martin Luther King Jr., and Muhammad Ali, among others. Netflix and Chill is turning into Netflix and Dine. Netflix has just opened a restaurant in Vegas. It's called Netflix Bites. It's reimagining some of the streamer's biggest shows like Squid Game, Stranger Things, and Love is Blind in culinary dishes. Between beverages and the dishes, they've got Squid Games, Dalgona candy, Stranger Things stuff. Like
waffles.
Yeah, all the
waffles,
cool things that you've seen in the movies turned into dishes.
I think you should be able to buy stuff. Like, I like the cups that they drink out of on Love is Blind. Have you noticed those? They're all kind of gold.
Yeah.
Like, where do those come from? They should sell those, too.
Oh, merch. Definitely.
I think it'd be cool
merch.
if you get dessert, and then when you go to cut into it, it's a real thing. It's not a cake.
Yeah.
Like that TV show?
It's not cake.
It's not cake. This boot you wanted.
That is funny. Or they should have, like, cakes that look like other things so that you can have fun cutting into it. That's genius. I mean, the possibilities are endless with this restaurant, so I think it's probably a pretty great idea. Amazon MGM now has full creative control of the James Bond franchise. Bond's rights owners, they're like, here you go. Here's all the distribution rights. Take it as you will.
So they get to pick the next James Bond?
They get to pick the next James Bond.
I saw Jeff Bezos post that yesterday, and I thought, I wonder if if I was Jeff Bezos, and you got people running your company, I'd be like, oh no, I'm picking the next James Bond.
Of course.
Yeah. Wow.
I know. And so it's pretty exciting to see where they're going to take the franchise. If maybe Jeff Bezos will have a full hand in it, like if people are reaching out to him, maybe like you said yesterday, he's gonna be it.
I'm gonna shoot him a
Jeff
DM.
Bezos.
I'm gonna shoot him a DM.
You
Give him some of my options.
You know what you got to do? No more Aston Martin. James Bond's going to be driving around an Amazon truck that's electric.
Guys, I have a scoop.
Yes,
I
Grant?
heard who the new James Bond is.
They already announced it?
Yeah.
Who?
Cynthia Erivo.
She's doing everything, guys. That's true.
That would be great. And that's 3 things you need to know.
Mr. John J. Rich, you know that is the number 2 song in the world in the last year. Number 2 song in the last 365 days. Do you know what the number 1 song is? It was just announced yesterday in the world.
Benson Boone.
Benson Boone.
Wow.
Benson Boone. Number 1 song. Okay. Grant Inman is in the studio, but doing a great job.
Thanks.
Filling in for Peyton for horoscopes. Peyton always has a different vibe every day, and you too.
Yeah, dude, you too.
So your vibe today, Grant.
Our vibe today is I'm going to tell you what type of terrible person you are and how to be the best, worst version of yourself. Because if you guys don't know, I do a podcast with my hot ass wife called Terrible Person. What, dude? Come on.
Hey, we already learned this morning. People love to hear when you love your wife. It's okay.
I
That's
be loving my wife, guys.
All right. So let's see. Allison, good morning. What's your sign? Allison.
I think I'm a Scorpio.
Ooh, a Scorpio. I like it. Let's see here. Forgiveness is for the weak. Actually, before I start this, Scorpios, you are the revenge connoisseur. That's what type of terrible person you are. So remember, forgiveness is for the weak. Hold grudges like priceless antiques. Plot vengeance, even if you never use it. It keeps people on their toes. If someone crosses you, subtly ruin their life, one inconvenience at a time. A lost email, a canceled reservation, a perfectly timed rumor. The universe will never prove it. I don't know what that means, but you are. Just go ahead and get your vengeance today. You've been scoped, Scorpios.
How to become a terrible reader.
That's it. Yeah, big time.
All right, Allison.
I don't know what that last sentence was.
Have a great day, Allison.
Okay.
Thomas, good morning. What's your sign?
Good morning. I'm Aries.
Aries, the ruthless trailblazer. Thomas, stop pretending to be patient. If people can't keep up, that's their problem. Interrupt, win, walk dramatically away while they're still processing what happens. If someone dares to challenge you, stare at them like you're considering their survival potential. And you weren't. Aries, you have been scoped. Keep being ruthless out there, brother.
Heck yeah, that's my motto.
Oh, all right, Thomas. Well, good. I'm locked in today.
All right, brother. Have a great day.
Ooh,
Jen.
I like his evil laugh.
Jen, what is your sign? Good morning.
Good morning, Aquarius.
Ooh, Aquarius, the detached genius. I like this. Be weird on purpose. Ignore social norms. Respond to text in riddles. Gaslight people into believing you never agreed to that boring thing in the first place. If someone calls you out, tilt your head, whisper something cryptic, and walk away. They will think about it forever. You will already have moved on, and you win the day. Aquarius, you have been scoped.
That's perfect.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Awesome.
Jen. Drive safe. Hey, Mike. Mike.
Mike, hello, Mike. I'm rolling with John Jay. I'm a Virgo.
Ooh, Big Mike, the Virgo, and John Jay, the overcritical perfectionist, is your type of terrible person. Correct everyone. Micromanage their failures. Whisper, quote, interesting choice when they make a decision. Keep a spreadsheet of people who owe you an apology. If someone disappoints you, erase them from reality like a glitch in the system. They were never on your level anyway. Virgos, you have been scoped.
Ah, that's why John Jay's got the list. They're dead to me.
Yeah, right.
I have a list up here.
Yeah, don't need a spreadsheet.
That sounds right, Mike?
I've been calling you guys for the past couple of weeks. General, no, this is Mike from Casa Grande. I love you guys 104.7.
Thanks, Mike.
That's
Thanks,
what's up.
brother. Have a great day, man. Thank you. Yeah, I saw this thing about anger, and it was like you need to let go and forgive people because your anger. I'm listening to this book or reading this book, and they're two books, and they both say the same thing. And it was like you have to forgive and let go. It could cause like heart problems, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So I'm like going over the list of people who have pissed me off, like I just talked about, and I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna forgive him, and then I'm like, I can't. I'm gonna take that chance.
Go for it, dude.
I'll just start taking a statin.
There you go.
I'm not gonna.
There's lots of medication.
I'm like walking, listening to this book. I rewound the clip and I listened to it again, and like, no, screw those guys. They're dead to me. Hey, November.
Good morning, guys.
November the Taurus.
Ooh,
obviously.
the Taurus, obviously. The indulgent overlord, Tauruses. You work hard, so take what's yours, eat the last slice, claim the best seat. If someone wants you to do something, tell them you're, quote, recharging forever. If they push, simply look at them in the eye while taking a slow, smug bite of something delicious. You are immovable. They are irrelevant. Tauruses, you have been scoped.
I love it as I eat the last piece.
That's what's up.
Thanks, November.
All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.
How about Pisces?
Ooh, Pisces. Let's see what we got. Is that Richie's sign there? All right, give me a second here. Oh, there we go. It's on the list. The dreamy escape artist. That's what type of terrible person you are, Rich. Reality is overrated. Ignore text. disappear for days, then act confused when people are mad.
That is so rich. That is so rich. Oh my God.
Cry at art exhibits so strangers think you're deep. If responsibilities start piling up, stare blankly into the distance and say, I just feel so much. Then float away before anyone can ask you a follow-up question.
We're giving away all our tricks.
Rich Pisces, you have been scoped, brother.
Wow, okay.
That was a laser
So
beam of
far,
accuracy.
The Virgo one hit me dead on. The
Dang.
Pisces hit him dead on. Let's go Libra with
Ooh,
Kyle.
a Libra. Let's see here. There we go. The professional fence sitter. Oh, kind of close, I think, already. Never make a firm decision. If forced, pick the option that benefits you most while pretending it was for the greater good.
Why wouldn't you do that?
Flirt your way out of consequences. If people get mad at you for playing both sides, just smile and say, I can see your perspective. They'll be too confused to stay mad. Libras, you have been scoped. Man, this is good. No, I hope you're recording this today.
For your audition tape?
Yeah, for my reel, dude.
You try to be like Jenna and get a job somewhere else? It's just not working. You put out so much stuff, but it's just not working.
People congratulate you on your current employment.
Is that Capricorn?
Yeah, let's see what Capricorn is. Oh, the ruthless CEO, Capricorns. Treat friendship like networking opportunities. Monetize your hobbies. Never work for, quote, exposure. Charge double instead. Success over everything, even your soul. If someone gets in your way, politely smile as you dismantle their entire existence. It's just business. Capricorns, you have been scoped.
Remember when you quit and then you never
dude.
left?
Yeah, they did.
I'm glad you never left. I'm glad.
No, wait, you quit. You gave 2 weeks notice, and then I remember you came back in, you kind of almost started crying and asked if you could stay.
Yeah, dude. No, I made a series of poor decisions in a week, dude.
It's amazing. You were quitting because you didn't have insurance. It turns out you did have insurance.
I made 4 or 5 bad decisions that all snowballed into each other. Yeah.
So he put in his 2-year notice.
Yeah. And then wasn't Nick on vacation that week, so it was just you guys had to deal with me for...
Oh, yeah, you were on vacation?
Yeah, what a
Oh,
mess.
And we're not good at administrative stuff.
I can't believe you quit while Nick was on vacation.
Aren't we glad he didn't actually quit, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Grant's a joy.
Yeah,
believe
thanks,
it or not.
guys.
He's the opposite of a terrible person.
That's what's up, dude. And you can check out Terrible Person wherever you get your podcast.
Tremendous finale.
Hey, you charge for that sometimes?
Yeah, so we have the free version, which goes up every Friday, and then we have a premium version, which is like a bonus episode every week.
And how much does that cost?
It's $2 a month.
Okay, so I found out yesterday that, and very grateful for this, that our podcast is the #1 podcast in Phoenix of all podcasts, right? So I was
amazing.
like, I know, and I saw the amount of downloads. I was talking to my trainer Chris, and I was like, yeah, I guess our podcasts are really well, doing amazing. Can you imagine? I said, if we got $1 a podcast, you wouldn't get $1 a podcast. He says, what do you mean we wouldn't get $1? No one's going to pay $1 for a podcast. And I was like, I'm just saying, just generally speaking, imagine how much that would be.
Dang.
He goes, no one's going to pay that.
He's a hater.
And I was like, and I started thinking about Grant, people pay for Grant's podcast.
Well, it's because we say stuff that we want behind a paywall. It's our secret feed, basically, and I think people appreciate that because we get a little wild.
Well, then my buddy Greg, who I spent a lot of time with in the last 4 days, Greg says, let me say this podcast I'm listening to. It's called Blinkly or something. And he goes, it's all motivational stuff. It really inspires. I'm like, oh, okay. He says, because it's $15 a month. I go, $15 a month?
Yes.
Our
not
trainer
paying
says no one would pay $1 for us.
Yeah, it's
I
nuts.
listen to podcasts for free. I think they should be free.
Do you get an episode every day with that? If it's $15?
I don't know. You have access to these podcasts. I was like, that's like a Netflix fee.
That's
Yeah.
bananas.
How
That's-
motivating
that's
could they
more than
be?
Netflix.
That's way too much.
Yeah, dude. Kate and I fought about $2 for a while. She was like, I think it should be $4. And I was like, nobody's paying $4 for this, dude. We're lucky to get 2.
Oh, man. Okay, Grant, great job.
Well, thank you guys.
Yay.
It was a fun week.
Very nice.
Hell of a finale.
Yeah.
Paige's got to step up her game is what you're trying to say.
Oh,
Aren't you?
dude. No, we
She's
just
gonna be
Do her
thrilled.
horoscope. She's Leo.
Oh, wait, Leo's. Yeah, give me a second here. Oh, Leo, the shameless attention seeker. Ouch.
Is that actually in Scopes, or are you just talking
No.
about?
This is
What are you
Scopes. Every room, every room you enter is a stage. Demand applause for existing. If someone else is getting attention, faint dramatically or start an inspirational speech about yourself. If you don't receive immediate validation, glare at a crowd until they feel obligated to cheer. Love is earned. Worship is mandatory. Leos, you have been scoped.
Holy
Peyton,
smokes.
I cannot wait for you to come back.
You've nailed everybody on this show.
Hell yeah, that's what's up, dude.
That's crazy.
We're just having fun here. We're just having a good time.
Hopefully, Grant will put these up on JobJamerich.com.
Definitely.
Before we get to Sex and X, what's going on with your algorithm, Rich?
Oh, well, you know, every now and then I host this overnight show that's all about conspiracies,
I know, you're talking about it all the time.
UFOs.
I get it. You host Coast to Coast. I get Snacks Used to Decay. It's on 3,000 stations. I get it.
Ever since I've been doing that, not only do people come up to me and want my take on, like, you know, chemtrails and all that, my algorithm has changed, and there's all these conspiracy theories that are way out there. Like, all of a sudden now I see people who feel like they have captured dragons breathing fire on their iPhones, UFO sightings, things that have to do with the ocean, and most of them I blow off, but every now and then I'll hear something that's so crazy it just might be real. And so I saw this one about dolphins that I never knew about. I don't know if it's true, but now it's living rent-free in my mind, and I will play you this conspiracy.
This is off topic, but what do the dolphins know? I'd like to remind you that the government told us that the aliens are living in the ocean, and they also told us it's illegal to try and interact with a wild dolphin. And I mean interact in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Don't try and talk to it. Don't try and elicit a response from it. Don't feed it. Don't touch it. No, nothing. Now, they say this is to protect dolphins and humans alike, and I'll buy that because they're wild animals, okay? But why can't I even try to speak to it? Why can't I even just try to elicit out of it? It is a felony to even attempt this behavior. There's even a snitch line for it. Dolphins are too smart. They are self-aware. They have shown signs of empathy because they'll help out other creatures, including human beings. They can communicate amongst themselves in a language that we don't understand at all.
So that means the dolphins know stuff, and if you try to talk to them, they will tell you things about the secret world.
They use dolphins like to detonate bombs and stuff, don't they?
Yeah, dude. No, well, I mean, we've all read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy here, right?
Yes.
Correct?
No.
Yeah, they do the dolphins.
I checked that out in high school, and I never read it.
Right before the Earth is destroyed, the dolphins leave the planet, dude. And they were here by choice the whole time.
That's the so long, thanks for all the fish.
So long, thanks for all the fish. But yeah, I believe that.
Fun fact, in high school, I checked out the book So Long and Thanks for All the Fish. Couldn't get through the first 2 pages, lost the book, and when I graduated high school and I opened up my diploma, it said library hold for that book. So long and thanks for all the fish.
That's awesome, dude.
Did you ever find it?
No.
See,
I had to pay $4 for the book because I was like, get my diploma. My mom and dad were so, I never forget, all my friends, everyone, you take the thing, you open it up, and there's a yellow piece of paper. It says library hold instead of my diploma.
Oh, bummer. Well, anyway, don't try talking to a dolphin. Apparently, it's a felony.
Wow.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have supervision, enhanced hearing, extraordinary reflexes, to be, dare we say, superhuman? Well, Roku's new Pro Series TV can't do any of that for you. But with a 4K screen, side-firing speakers, and a blazing fast refresh rate, it'll sure feel like it. Elevate your entertainment using all your favorite apps like iHeart and play all your music, radio, and podcasts with the new Roku Pro Series. Your senses aren't better. Your TV is.
We've all done it. You see a headline but don't have time to read the whole story, or there's so much news you're not sure what is worth your time. I'm Colby Ickowitz, co-host of Post Reports, the weekday afternoon podcast from The Washington Post. Post Reports brings you what's relevant and revealing. Breaking stories, politics, wellness, culture. Each episode goes beyond a headline for the context you need. Find Post Reports now, wherever you're listening.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include a lot more people than ourselves. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, we help plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because even though our business is helping guide your finances, our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.